Tide. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan State Spartans. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. On the move from inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So Michigan State's offense will go to work first. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David, with the question, can they even stop it?
It's one thing to watch it, it's another thing to stop it. And it just...
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7. When you play at a place like Alabama, you have to live up to the legacy of the Jonathan Allens, the Deron Haynes, the Marcel Dariuses when you play on that defensive front.
And the funny thing is, Reese, I can keep going. Quentin Williams, Will Anderson, like the list goes on and on and on. Just elite level recruiting on the defensive line, on the edge, is how they built this dynasty at Alabama.
Leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And to get rid of it quickly. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete. The Spartans will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. So Alabama's offense will have its first possession of the game. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game was the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. Bolted on the bootleg fake.
You know, as an offense, you've got to do a better job pass protecting. You've got to start thinking about max protection at this point of the game. Because if you don't get hats on hats, your quarterback goes down on his own 2-yard line. You're lucky you didn't give up a safety.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. The give to the tailback. And they don't pick up anything right there, but at least they avoid getting tackled in their own end zone. They'll keep it on the ground. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. And the Spartans will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. Here comes that Alabama offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Quick strike complete.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. He'll do it himself. Oh, better look out! Turning it on! They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. and fires it complete to the right. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this third and short. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Touchdown, Bama! A great catch and run for 6. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
And no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently, does a great job running his route. Great result because of it.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, a big-time top 15 duel. Let's get right to it. Florida State is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Louisiana Tech. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They've got them penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Looking to fire. He's got him. Bounced off his feet. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. Nowhere to go. And that's going to be a safety. They prevented the touchdown by falling on it, but they'll give up the deuce.
Yeah, and sometimes you get confused and you get lost when you're out of the field, but not that far. And I don't know how to explain this. I would love to give you words and break this down and be like, this is what he was thinking. I don't know what he was thinking.
And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20. Look out, he's got room. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. It's complete to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They send 4 receivers onto the field, 2 to the right, 2 to the left on 2nd and 6. Back to pass. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Presley. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires complete on the crosser. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Looking down the middle. It's caught. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Out of the gun, the inside kid. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Here's the handoff. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. On first and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. Looking for the goal line, and he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Lee. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. Now the play fake. Under fire. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Finds the tight end. And a good pickup there. They'll move the sticks for a first down. Let's see if they try to get another snap before the quarter expires. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So first down here as they go back to work. Off the play fake on first down. There's the pressure. And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Got his man on the right. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47. Trying play action. He's got his man across the middle. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Using the quick game. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. Let's see what they've got on second down. Quick completion to the right. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on third down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down. And they decide to try out the kicker. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Splits the uprights right down the middle. That'll cut the lead to 13.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. From the gun, the ground game. He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the grab. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on first down. The short hands, it's Presley. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The evolution of the Alabama offense has always been built around what does the quarterback do best, and this guy's doing a lot of things well.
And we've seen some sensational ones. And to your point, I like that. Jalen Hurts, really good runner. They built it around his feet. You know, Bryce Young, really good passer.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to have to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
The Spartans want to pick up the tempo. Wants to throw on third down. Gets it out quickly. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
Going to swing it on second down. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. That's why everybody has to do the tip drill, DBs and receivers, and it worked out this time for the offense.
That's exactly what you want as a defender. Just get your hand on the football, let that thing bounce, and you see so many big plays made, but it was the opposite. It goes right to the right receiver, makes the play, makes the catch. Man, that's frustrating for a defense.
To the air on second down. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple. Backed up now, here's second and long. Holds and fires complete to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Rides the back on the option, the give. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. From the gun, running back on the move. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. They'll try to get it through the air. Caught behind the line. It's Barres. Touchdown, Spartans! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Bringing it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved him forward just a few. Now on second down. Quick release on the RPO. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. He finds a soft spot in the middle. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a first down. Working the middle, it's complete. They knock track him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. He'll pull it on the read. It's a fumble on the play. Scoops it up, still a live ball. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. The Tide with the 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Never about.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So the offense has had enough. They'll take a knee and wrap up this first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a great one today from there in Tuscaloosa. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in T-Town.
And the Spartans will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes that Alabama offense. He'll keep it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Right on the money. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Stevens. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Gets it out fast. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. They'll leave it with him. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. The Spartans come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw for it. Got his man quickly. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. Tempo and overdrive.
You knew coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And if this offense wants to get back in the football game, it starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A 3rd down and long situation coming up, they'll have another opportunity. They got to keep their quarterback up there.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack.
And if If your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
They kick it away on 4th down. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Oh, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. And the returner will be knocked down. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. To the air on 1st down. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Goodness gracious, this is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game, are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in the backfield.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Keeps it on the bootleg. Under fire. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And down he goes back at the 3.
I'm the offensive coordinator. I'm thinking about chipping this defensive end with running backs. I'm leaving my tight ends in to help this tackle because we cannot block him. He's already got 2 sacks.
And the Spartans will call on their punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The inside handoff. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Caught in the backfield, it's Eakin. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Presley. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. Wants to keep it in the air. That's got it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. And they'll send 5 wide receivers out, maybe creating some room for the quarterback to run. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown time!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
My philosophy on going for two is only when you have to. He's looking to throw. Into the end zone he goes for the two, and now they lead by 3 possessions. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
They believe they can run right here.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Bringing the heat. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Man, that's an impressive play. This dude is so dominant. And I'll tell you, we don't have enough time in this broadcast to list off all the great Alabama D linemen, especially in recent years. That play right there, that reminds me of a guy I played against back in the day, Cornelius Griffin, playing on the inside of Alabama's defensive line. You knew every single time you dropped back, you were going to have that guy in your lap. He was always pushing the pocket, and he was always collapsing it with his speed and athleticism and his first step. That last play right there reminds me of some of these great players we've seen on the Crimson Tide D-line here in recent years.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. So we open the final period with a third down play. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Quickly to the tight end. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. On fourth down, looking for the completion. It's picked off, and another empty drive. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Plummer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
On third down, he drops to throw. Gets it to him on the screen. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And here comes the field goal unit. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. Smashes it between the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
He'll bring it out. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Rushes on him. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
If I had told you that one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football was going to have less than 200 yards passing in this game, you might not have had that on your bingo card, but that's what's in fact happened. This defense has done an outstanding job getting pressure on him like they did right there, getting the sack.
The Spartans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Barres. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Got it in the middle, it's Lindsey. Gets it out to the 20. That's not enough for the first down. Fourth down coming. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense, not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. From the gun, they'll try the middle.
The number one goal for this defense coming into this game was shut this running back down. And I got to be honest, there were a lot of people on the outside didn't think they could get it done, but they're proving everybody wrong. Tremendous effort. They're playing with a chip on their shoulder. This guy's one of the best in the nation. He's had zero impact in this game.
Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play. It'll be third and long. Motion from the back. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a first down.
That's defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. He's got the back in the middle. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Complete in the middle. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. Looking to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Gonna look downfield again. Snagged in the middle. It's Lattimore. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. And the Spartans headed quickly to the line.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Once that ball was loose, the offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Well, you got to know as a quarterback, when you're in an empty set, which means you have no running backs in the backfield with you, you got to be able to get rid of the football. And you're expecting pressure. The clock's going to go off in your head. Not a good job of keeping 2 hands on the football, and the defense able to knock it loose.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Wants to throw on first down. Got his man.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And now they've moved into the red zone. Quarterback on the keeper. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He'll do it himself. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right? He'll pull it on the read. And that's how you finish it off. Scoring on the final play of the game doesn't affect the outcome. Just a little cherry on top of the sundae. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat face, ball game over.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.